Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. Today we are with a brand new Renault Arkana. This is the E-Tech full hybrid version Esprit Alpine, and in this video we will do the consumption test. I will drive the car, I will give you some technical data, and we will see the consumption in the end. I will focus only on the consumption. If you want to see the proper test drive and the full review, I have separate videos. Check out on the channel. First of all, I want to give you some technical data and then we will start driving. So the version that I have with me, as I said, is the E-Tech version. That means it comes with a 1.6 liter petrol engine, 4 cylinders in line, combined with one electric motor. Both of them drive the front wheel of the car, and they are combined with an E-Tech automatic transmission multi-mode 4+2 speed. The top speed of the car 172 km/h, 0 to 100 in 10.8 seconds. The total power of the car 143 horsepower, 148 Newton meters, and the estimated consumption 4.7 liter. We will see if we can beat this 4.7 liter. 105 grams CO2 emission, 50 liter is the fuel tank capacity. And I guess those are the most 19-inch wheels, by the way, plus winter tires, so this is very important. Now guys, I want to reset the consumption right here on the left side. You can see it right now, and we will drive the car and we will see what kind of consumption we can get. We will drive only in eco mode, plus I will drive in B mode. B mode, it comes from regenerative brake. So if you drive in B mode, that means when you, for example, let me show you, accelerate, and then when you release the acceleration pedal, the car will recuperate much more energy, so it's not rolling. For example, if I go in drive mode in D, the car will just roll right now, you see? But in D mode, the car will basically recuperate more energy, and it's super useful because you don't have to use as much as needed the physical brake. That means you can also save the physical brake discs for longer, so that's super useful. Anyway, we will drive only in eco mode. I drive like I go from home to work, highway, city, and then we will see what kind of consumption we get. Also, it's a very nice car. The price of the car that we have right now, it's around, it starts at 31,250 euro, but the basic Arkana start at 26,250 euro. So depending which country you are, the price might be different, so you have to check in your country with the prices and lists and all that stuff. So that's something that you have to keep in mind. Right now, you saw from the beginning of the trip until now, we drive only in electric mode. So that means we didn't use the visibility, it's almost zero here. We didn't use at all the petrol engine. So when you drive in the city, 80% of the time on this E-Tech full hybrid system, you drive only in electric mode. So basically you have an electric car in the city with this Renault E-Tech full hybrid system. So that's great, and I totally recommend you, if you drive most of the time in the city and not so much on the highway, I totally recommend you this system and this car. It's great. If you drive if you drive, let's say 70% of the time, or more than 70% of the time in the city, this car will be great. And this E-Tech hybrid, it's gorgeous. But if you drive over 70% or over 80% on the highway at high speed, then you have to look at something much more powerful, let's say, because you will have a better consumption. But in general, I think this is a good all-arounder anyway. So my purpose today is to get as better consumption as possible, but in the same time driving in the speed limit and respect the rules and the surroundings. Anticipate the traffic, The great part is that this E-Tech full hybrid system, it's used on other cars as well from Renault. So on almost all versions these days, all models these days have this E-Tech full hybrid system. And right now I want to make left, but I can't. Yeah, anyway, the traffic is good. We will test the traffic. This is great because we will have a little bit of traffic in the city. We go on the highway and then go out of the highway in the city, a little bit of traffic again, and then in the end we will see what will be the consumption. So all those drivings will be super useful for the tests, and I stay with you until the end because in this way you can make an idea, a real idea of what will be the consumption. Climatic system, it's off, 13 degrees outside because it's pretty warm. Until now we have 5.2 liter consumption, and if we go to car info, you can go even here, energy info, you can see the energy flow, and you can see more information here about the consumption, and we will see in the end because this is really interesting, really useful stuff. The car comes with auto hold, electronic handbrake, you have the parking, the stalk look great, you have cruise control and autopilot here, system, lane assist also here, heated steering wheel, heated seats, good quality also on the door, soft material Alcantara here. The seats are super comfy, you have the armrest adjustable, this is also super useful, I like it. Some ambient light here, we will talk about that in a separate video. I will do the video in the nighttime, and the lights in the nighttime you can check out next days on the channel. If the video, probably it's already there, yeah, you can check it out. The visibility in the mirrors, it's great as well. I like that you have big mirrors. So I drive the car, but I cannot complain about something. I don't have too many complaints. Multimedia system, it's positioned pretty well here in the front. It comes with cameras, park assist. You can activate the cameras from here. Come on. Just like that, so you can see what happened around. You can see in the front, you can go even closer. Start to hear a little bit the engine, the petrol engine, when you accelerate. So it starts in electric mode, and then you hear a little bit when the engine is kick on and the revs are a little bit higher, but in general the sound insulation between the motor, the engine and the cabin, it's pretty good. So in general I should say it's pretty fine. Also, right now I didn't use the brake, I just released the acceleration and the car recuperate the energy back into the battery. That's super useful. I'm really curious if we can beat the WLTP consumption estimated official. It's 4.7 liters. Basically the car, this Arkana, have a good aerodynamic design. The ground clearance is a little bit too high. I think if the ground clearance was lower, I think that would be much better for aerodynamic for high speeds. But because the ground clearance is a little bit higher, probably this affect a little bit. But in general, I noticed that the car stay really good at high speeds, and the sound insulation is pretty good as well. At speeds up to 120, let's say, because after 125, 20, it start to be a little bit more noise. I mean, you start to hear a little bit more wind noise. Nothing serious, but you start to hear it. But for example, right now 110, no problem. And we can go to 120, and then at 120, you see, you start to hear a little bit of road noise, a little bit of wind, but it's extremely small. I mean, if you hear music, if you listen music right now, you barely notice it. So in general, it's pretty good build, and I like how good the car it stays on the ground. I didn't expect that, I tell you. I didn't expect to be so good. But I feel like 120, the car stays super good on the road. We have 6.7 liter until now. We keep this speed for a while. We can go a little bit higher for the test. And even if you go to 130, the car stays pretty good on the road, pretty stable. But you start to hear much more noise. From 130, you start to hear more noise. So I think over 130, then the sweet spot, it's around 125 km/h, and then start to break in terms of sound and air barriers and stuff like that, in terms of shape. But overall, it's quite good. Now we have to go out. Now I just released the acceleration pedal, and then the car will just recuperating the energy back into the battery. I'm not using the brake right now. In this moment, I'm not using the brake, just the acceleration pedal, and this is great. We recuperate the energy and then we use it later. Here it's a little bit of traffic. Traffic is good because the test is real. I think this trip that we take is the same like you are going home from work. You just go a little bit in the city, on the highway, and then it's a good test. Plus this car have 5,169 kilometers, so it kind of have a little bit of time to get used the engine and roll a little bit, so the consumption should be real right now. It comes also with auto hold, and you don't have to hold your foot on the brakes. It comes with lane assist and cruise control, so you can set it from here. You can set the lane centering mode activated, and right now you just press the acceleration a little bit and the car will hold the speed in traffic, will accelerate, will brake, will even hold between the lanes. But when they see it, you have to see the green dots right there. But you can use this cruise control and the car will accelerate, will brake, will do the job for you. You can see also the graphic with what happened with the energy here. If you want to see the energy, in which direction it goes, how much battery we still have. And we have 6.1 liter consumption until now. from my point of view. See, now it sees the lanes and is doing everything itself. But the great part is that we have 6.1 consumption until now. We go a little bit back on the highway and then a little bit in the city, and then we will see the consumption in the end. But in I think it's possible in perfect conditions to get the 4.7 liters. I'm not sure. Anyway, right now there are good conditions, 13 degrees outside. But yeah, the great part with traffic and full hybrid system, that's why I tell you guys, full hybrid system are a great option these days if you don't want to go electric, because in this traffic we drive only in electric mode. You can see there it's EV, so from here to here, and we still have almost 80% battery left. Now I want to take control now, but we drive only in electric mode, and the car practically, if you don't have the climatic system on, doesn't use any energy, right? You don't use any petrol, so you can save some money. Not only that you save, you see right now we are in EV mode, not only that you save money when you stay in traffic, but it's much more silent and smooth, and no vibrations and no pollution, not sounds pollution, not air pollution, so a lot of advantages. 5.7, it's going lower, and also the battery is going lower. But you saw from there, from where we get out of the highway until here, we drive only in electric mode. It's interesting. It's pretty light on the curves, stays super good. I think we have to kind of accelerate right now. Blind spot technology in the corner, so kind of all the technology is here. We will drive back a little bit faster. Now the petrol engine is kicking in. 5.6 liter consumption. Go a little bit faster. It's a little bit of traffic, so we cannot drive too fast here, but 110, it's possible. You can also pass other cars with this engine without any problem. We have to go out of the highway. The advantage is that when we go out of the highway and we have to brake, it's great that we can recuperate the energy back into the batteries and use it later. This is super useful. So I'm just releasing the acceleration pedal and the car will recuperate the energy back into the batteries. So I don't even need to use the brake pedal right now. And we have almost back to 80% battery, 5.9 liter consumption until now. It's not bad. 5.8, super good. So you can see it's almost a full battery. We have almost a full battery. And what we will use next will be only electricity. Right now we are in electric mode. So really curious to see what will be the final consumption. You see now, that's the problem, man. Everybody have to turn signals here. They don't turn signal and we don't know what they do, and in this way we wait here like forever. So they should give you a hint in which direction they go. Oh yeah. Now we will drive only in a city, a little bit of traffic, and then we will stop and take the conclusion. And we start driving in the city with 5.7 liter consumption, in case you're wondering. So I think it's possible to reach under 5 liters, depending on many factors. But right now we drive only in electric mode. That's the great part. Sometimes it feels so smooth to drive the car. Sometimes it feels quite nice to be here inside the cabin. Consumption is going lower to 5.6 liter. Not bad. We are 1 liter away from estimation. A lot of traffic on the other side. It's crazy traffic on the other side. We have 5.3 liter. Ooh, not bad. Not bad. And the battery, it's half. Okay. Alright, so I have a chance to go under 5 liter. Because the car have a 50 liter fuel tank. It's possible if you can manage to get a consumption of 5 liter, you can do 1000 kilometers with a fuel tank. So that's big. Here it start traffic. Here we will have a lot of traffic, man. Here will be full of traffic, but it's okay because that's useful. From now on, you will see we start to drive in electric mode. You will see where we will stop. 5.3 liter. Because right now it's great. We drive only in electric mode and we don't use any petrol, so the consumption cannot go higher. Lower, but yeah, but higher not. So usually in most of the good countries you will be able to go like one car you and one car other car. So here in this country it's not like that. Here is like, here's like, yeah, it is what it is, man. And I don't have, wait, it was nice, let me go in. So 5.3 liters still there, and we still have 390 kilometer, man. And I get the car and I drive almost all day, and yeah, I use so less petrol. It's incredible. So little petrol I use. You see, we are still driving in electric mode. So that's the advantage of driving in full hybrid. The advantage is that we basically use not too much petrol in the city. 80% of the time the car will drive in electric mode in the city. Zero noise, zero pollution, and you save money right now. You save money that you can use later for other stuff, other more useful stuff. .3 liters still. Consumption stays around there. Oh, and we get the train here. The train is coming. We have to wait for the train. Again, another reason to have a full hybrid system. You stay here, if the climatic system is off, you don't use any energy, just a little bit for the electronics, but in general 5.3 liter will stay 5.3 liter in comparison with other cars around me that if they are not turning off the engine right now, they will use petrol for probably 10 minutes, 5 minutes, or I don't know how much time the train need to pass. But I'm just saying, full hybrid is the way to go, guys. If you're driving in a city, no matter which city in the world, you have traffic, crazy traffic, just go with a full hybrid because it will be much more useful. You can save much more money, and you can be more clean. No way, another train. No way. You see, now we start in electric mode. So smooth, so silent. Love it. Anyway, let me show you something while we are staying here. Check this out. We drive until now 17.3 kilometers. 6 kilometers only were made in electric mode. We recuperate the total energy recuperation 0.7 kilowatt hour. Crazy, right? We drive 17.3 kilometers. 3.9 consumption in electric mode, 5.3 liter consumption until right now. We will see until the end what will be the result, but until now I'm pretty happy with the result, and we are pretty close to the estimated consumption. Of course, I didn't use the climatic system. That's one big thing to keep in mind. But yeah, I guess if you're living in a country where it's not so hot, not so cold, it's just most of the time between those, then it's fine. You can drive most of the time without climatic system if it's not raining too much, because then you need the climatic system. But in general, I think this full hybrid system from Renault, it's a good system, it's an economical system, and I'm happy that they use this system on all car models. So it's incredibly useful. You can see here it's a wood, fake wood design. It's a plastic, but it's in a fake wood, and if you look at it, it looks so expensive. It looks nice. Alcantara with the French flag colors, leather here, soft. Seats are great. Look at the seats with A from Alpine Esprit, and then you have the French logo, Alcantara leather, armrest in leather. Where is the train, man? Here we have like a light. This is a normal light, not LED. The mirror look good. Ah, by the way, up here we have this panoramic glass roof, and also you have this wheel to turn it. If you want to open it a little bit, if you want to open it more, check this out. You just rotate this. It's so useful, and it's physical buttons, not touch and stuff like that. And you can choose the it smell awful from outside. I don't want to get that smell. And talking about the smell, the great part in this version, in this car, is that if you're going, where was that? I forget. Car info. Yes, if you go to car info and then you go to air quality, the car have a special, your vehicle it's equipped with a cabin air filter and pollution sensor that continuously clean the air entering the vehicle. The purification cycle improve the cabin air quality. All you have to do is just turn this on. I'm not going to do that because I will ruin my consumption, but until now, what I noticed, and it's very important, and I forget to tell you in the test drive video, is the fact that the car it's equipped with this filter, extra filter, and this is so useful in traffic, like right now, where it's a lot of pollution. For example, right now I was inside and I didn't feel anything. The air was clean and nice here. I didn't have to smell all the pollution and all the cigarette from other cars. But when I open this, I notice the difference. I notice how good is the filters, and it's so important to have these kind of filtrations inside the car, because you can breathe much more fresh air, and you cannot stay clean outside, but you stay clean inside, and that help you in time. You feel that if you drive like years and years in your car and you smell that pollution, you can get sick from it. But yeah, I mean, man, I think I have to stop the video until the train will pass, and then we will continuing the video again, because it's freaking crazy how much time we stay here. You see the consumption stay there. The other car's engine, you hear it? They run gas right now. They eat gas. They use money. The money is going like from the bank account like this. It's going away. But right now on this car they are not going away. Anyway, nice steering wheel, by the way. Nice shape, nice design, nice grip. I like it. It's quite nice. Also the new logo, it looks better on the new Renault logo. Look much nicer. It has also soft material everywhere here. I'm almost transforming this video in a review. You have ambient light in the doors, also on the dashboard here. Here you have the buttons for different, for example, the car comes with heated steering wheel. Lane assist, the brightness of the screen, you can turn it off and on from here. The position of the lights from here. And then you have like the EV mode here, the heated seats. You have these cameras around, 360 degrees cameras. You can see how useful is this 360 degrees camera. Even when you go in front, you can see these active lines. So not only in reverse, but also, yeah, let me show you. Even if you go in reverse, you can see active lines in the back. And even if you go in drive, you can see active lines. And you can see also on the side of the car. How cool is that? So you can see on the side what happened. It's nice. It's really useful. Really useful. 360 degrees camera are useful. Another cool thing that I like about the car in the multimedia, when you go in the multimedia system in the navigation, is that it shows you all the gas stations, the price of the gas at every gas station, and it shows you with red the most expensive and with green the most cheap. And you press one of them and it will show you the distance, the price, the name, and some other information like that, and when was last time updated, more than 24 hours. You press go and you go there, and it's so fast. So one of the best multimedia system. It's not as good as the new Austral or the new Megane Electric, but it's pretty good. It shows you the traffic, it shows you all kind of useful informations. Didn't show me when when it passed the train also. That's the problem. We will have to stay here for a while. Finally, we got the train. But it's a really long train. This is a long one. It's a long train. Finally. The car comes also with aluminum pedals, by the way, on this Alpine Esprit Alpine version. The chrome inside the cabin. Because of the train, now we have another problem, because the train was so long. I think it's huge traffic right now. Will be huge traffic ahead. 100% will be a lot of traffic ahead because of this train. Look at it, it's full of cars. We have 5.2 liters and it's going low. Sounds great. Now the engine is on, the petrol engine is on. Probably it's running for a while, then it's going to stop. Now it's stopped. 5.3 liter. We are almost done with the trip. We have 5.2 liters consumption until now. I don't think we can get under 5 liter, but it's around here, probably in perfect conditions you can get under 5 liters. But in traffic like we have, highway speeds, I think it's a good consumption. I mean, we drive fast, we drive slow, we drive very slow, we wait a lot of time in the same place, so I think it's good. It's good. The consumption is pretty good. So think about it. You close the climatic system, you drive in eco mode, the way I drive, traffic stuff, and you can mostly reach around 900 kilometers with a fuel tank. What do you want more than that? I think it's great. Anyway, let me park it here, put it in park, reverse, and then simple as that. Because you have 360 degrees camera and stuff, it doesn't matter. I will leave it for a second like that. And I want to show you all those informations that I showed you before about the consumption. Where were that? Here, check this out. 19 kilometers. From 19, 7.3 was only in electric mode, 5.2 liter consumption, 5.1 kilowatt in electric. We recuperate 0.8 kilowatt hour, almost 1 kilowatt hour. Super cool, something that you don't find in a normal car. And that was all, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope the video was useful. If you still have questions, ask me down below. Really curious to see your questions. Also, if you have the car, if you are an owner for a while and you have some feedbacks, let us know down below, because it will be really useful for other people as well. Thank you very much to all of you that are watching my video. I hope the video was useful. I hope you get some useful information from here. Thank you again. Stay safe, and I guess I see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.